and gentlemen, it's Greg here now with an update on the Academy Tiger with full interior, and this is as far as I've got at the moment. As you can see, I've just done the basic camouflage pattern, nothing too elaborate. Got the decals are not very good at all, to be honest. They're very shiny, but hopefully the dull coat will take that shine off them with a bit of luck. Let's hope so anyhow. Yeah, so let's have a look what we've got. Put all the exteriors finished basically. All the Pioneer tools all finished and painted, all put on. Tow cable, there's a few little bit extra things on there. I've done a little chain on the back, and there's a bucket with a rag in. It's just a bit more interest, I think, more than anything else. Let me just see if I can get this light a bit better. There we are. Can you come over here a little bit further? There we are. There we go, it's a bit better. Yeah, so like I say, it's just a basic king tiger on the brain, basic tiger. But I'm not gonna keep it like this. Obviously, with all the interiors in there, be ashamed to cover it all up. So we shall disassemble. Let's have a look what we've got. So obviously we have. I'll take the turret off. Turret lid, and underneath there we have. That's all roughly painted and look painted and weathered slightly. Obviously the other side is just a camo. So that's one part. And if you look into the let's have a look and bring into a little touch, I think, and then we can perhaps just come out a little bit farther. I'll bring it in, I'll take the turret off, it'll be easier, won't it? So let's bring that into shot. There we go. So the turret is completely finished. I've added a few little bit of extra bits and pieces. Like I've put the MG in there that's usually on top of the Commander's cupola. I had a look on some of the pages and look online, and that's where they seem to store it, was in the turret. So I've got one from an old kit and sorted there. A few extra gas masks. Other little bits and pieces, the water, pair of binoculars, if you can quite see them. I'm going to take the thing off, it'll be easy to take this off, won't it? To show you. Right, where are we at? Maybe can't quite see for the light. Let's bring the light into it. There we go. As you can see, it's all being weathered, all done inside. So a few little bits of extra bits and pieces in there, just to make it a bit more interesting. A few little, say the machine gun there again is strapped in again. Oh, come here, there we go, you can see it better now. Yeah, just some little bits and pieces from all spares of all kits and things like that. And on the, let's have a look on the, yeah, you can see the, I've wired the smoke grenades on both sides. They're both wired in. A bit more extra features on there. Yeah, it's all. And there's a couple of empty cartridges in there from the shells. Again, just add a little bit more interest. And then at the bottom, we've got. Let's hold the turret. You can see what I mean about the shininess of the decals. Really quite bad them. I'm tempted to take them all off and do it again. I might have to. And at the bottom of there we have the, I think they're water. For water, I don't think the field drums, I think it's water. Fire extinguisher, and there's the driving water for the turret. Let's go back round again. There's driving water for the turret, and there's the clutch or foot power to power it, to make it turn the turret. So yes, considering it's an old kit, and it's quite nicely detailed. Oh, looks like a target to me. Obviously the river counters will be rubbing their hands saying, oh, this is wrong, and to be honest I don't give a flying diddly do what they think. There's the MG again into the mantlet. All went together really quite well. There was not really any fit issues at all. Some were really easy to follow as well. So that's the turret. So all I've got to basically do shortly is to dual coat it and leave I think for 24 hours, and then I can just do a little bit of weather and just you know, take the brightness off the camouflage. So as you can see on the turret, on the main hull, we have all the Pioneer tools, so the jack block, spade, MG, all the tow cables. I've actually finished and actually done a John Moore. I've used a guitar string, it's still bloody bent though, but it's quite nice. Then I've got on the 500s I've got to weather these slightly and put a bit of detail onto them, and there's the bucket with a rag in it and a bit of chain, just, you know, just something different. So let's lift the lid on that. I'll tell you what, there's quite a bit of weight in this kit, you know, when it's all taken apart or put together. Right, and inside we have the obviously all the interior. We'll start off from the roof at the front. As I said, some little bits and pieces of gear. Obviously a couple of helmets and a couple of machine guns and a few extra bits and pieces in here. I don't know if you can quite see in there into the radio operators part, which is here. I've actually wired it in. I'm just waiting to try and find a pair of earphones just to put it for the radio operator, just to put on that piece of wire there, so it'll look quite nice. I think it's on there, just a bit of extra interest. Excuse me. Yeah, much the same as last time, the interior, you know, there's nothing changed really that much in there. We have the engine. There's a bit of more interest in the engine, radiators and the fans, and obviously we have all the internals all finished, and on the rear it's all finished as well. On the rear we have all the guitar, the exhaust covers, the jack, little case at the back. So that's all finished. Just need, you know, just a slight weathering. And on the front, as you can see the tracks. They were okay. They were okay. They weren't brilliant to put together, but I think it was just me being a bit impatient. But they came out quite well, and the got a nice sag on the tank as well, off the tracks. All I did with them was I sprayed them flat black, and then I used the track wash. I used the bare brush and put the track wash on, let all that dry, and then I used the metallizer, which Joe sent me from Joe's model kits. Let me just show you it again in case anybody missed it for this time. And it's absolutely brilliant stuff, this. It really is fantastic stuff. It'll last forever and a day. I'll never use all this. So all it is just a little, you know, little container, and I put it on with these things, girly makeup things. See them? Oh, let's come back a little bit into the light. That's all I use to put on it, and it goes on really, really nicely. And the more you buff it, the shinier it becomes. So I've got a nice finish on the tracks, and if you can, well, just because there's some weight in it, I don't want to knock anything off at the moment. So let me just turn it to the side. You see I've got a decent sag on it. Just got to tidy that wheel up there. It's a bit naughty, but as you can see, they went together quite well. And same on the other side. There's a decent sort of sag on it, which is enough for what we need. I say that's about. Let me just bring this up over here. that's about it really, I think. So everything's to be finished. I think just the say the headset to go in for the radio operator, and that'll be all finished inside there. Nothing else to go in there, so I shall just pop it all back together for now so I know it's all where it's all at. And why I've been sort of doing this, it's been a totally different experience to building this tank to any other tank, obviously, because you're painting parts and you're putting them on and and then you have to leave them to dry before you can reassemble them, and so it's been a bit of a more like shipbuilding, you know, you have to paint parts and add to them. So I'll just pop that onto there. So in the meantime, I've just set out from last time, I've been doing the little mortar crew. I haven't really done much more to it, in fact I've done very little. And I say I got these little blocks of wood. I got 4 for £1 from a charity shop. They were just sitting in a box and said 4 for £1, so I thought I'll have 4. So there we go, it's better. Yeah, so obviously these are all going to be done and finished, and but I put a little, I think I might put a little bit of Das clay on there, and I put a bit of static grass, just a little bit, just something different really. I thought we'd just try something like that. As I say, these came with the little shirt that I got ages ago. I've never got around to finishing them. I say everything's all there. They have, say, there's the bazooka and there's the MG. I don't know what the MG's for there, because it's just. But I've seen I can make some shells, some little bazooka shells, unless they're in the probably are in the box with the. Let's have a look at the sprues here. Let's have a look at what we've got. Yeah, we've got a Thompson machine gun. There's the helmets and the. There we are. We have the little the mortars. I thought I'd done them. So they've just painted them at the moment, and then need weathered, and then there's the shells and things again, and bits and pieces again. Knives, watering case, water pouch things, and obviously the spade and things all to be added. And obviously this is the radio operator. If it had been 2 pairs of them, I would have stuck one of them into the Tiger, but there isn't, unfortunately. A few pistols, pouches, and obviously the hats. But this is a thing I just keep going back to every now and again when I'm doing something else and something needs to be left to dry, or you know, so it just fills a little gap. So I think that's about it for this little sort of what's on the bench at the moment. I have nothing else on the go as such. So I think we'll call this video done. So hopefully I'll get this finished up by the end of this week. Once I get my finger out. It's been quite a slow build, but I haven't rushed it. So it's just a bit of life getting in the way now and again, as it does. Yeah, so I'd just like to thank all my subscribers, and I keep picking up a little few more each week, which is really nice, and I appreciate it. And I'd just like to thank you all for taking the time out of your day to view this. So this is Greg signing off, and we'll see you soon.